We're ready to go here in Japan in Suzuka for 8 laps of this infamous track. We have Black lined up in pole position. It's the first time he's started in the top 4 here, and we're underway for Suzuka round 7. As it looks like a pretty good start from Black, and he'll retain the lead into the first corner as the cars bunch up into the racing line. And there's contact between green and lime and yellow and purple there as well, as Black leads us through the first couple of corners. And that's yellow spinning in the background there, going off into the grass because of that contact with purple. His bad luck continues as he has another first lap incident, one of many this season. He's now got a lot of work to do to catch up to the rest of the field. As we head through to the famous S's, Black and Cyan have a considerable lead over the rest as green goes into the gravel. And it looks like he might have been pushed off by someone, but it's hard to tell from that angle. And he's also beached, so he will not be finishing this race. That's the end for him, unfortunately. Pink and blue make contact, and blue's going to spin around, losing 2 positions. That's another first lap incident that probably could have been avoided if they were a bit more careful. Well, Lime having a bit of a spin and touching the grass, and Lime's going to spin all the way around, I think, and he goes right into the gravel trap there doing a full 360, and it looks like he's also beached. So that's another car finding its way into the gravel and having to retire from the race, as Red goes a little deep there, and this invites Pink up the inside, and there's contact there, but Pink looks like he's made the place, and he has. I think I just saw Blue go off in the background as well, and yes, the timing tower confirms that he's also out beached in the gravel. How unfortunate for both those drivers. Just a simple mistake and their race is over. As we go through 130R, and Cyan's losing it. Cyan spun around at 130R, a very difficult corner. He should be able to recover this, but it'll take a hit to his confidence, and he'll also lose that position to Orange. Similar to how he's losing the title fight momentum, Orange has very much the upper hand as Red also spins around, and Purple has to go off the track to avoid him. Good effort by him. Oh, and they're all losing in the chicane. All of them are going around. Cyan's off, and Pink barely manages to make it. Purple goes all the way around, and then Red also overshoots it. There must be a spill or something there, because they're all going off as Yellow comes in way too hot, and there's contact. Yellow seems to have taken the brunt of the damage there, but Red's managed to get away from the crime scene, but Yellow seems to be stuck, and because he's on the racing track, there could be a red flag coming our way here. As if this lap didn't need any more drama, as Yellow is parked up there and there will be a red flag confirmed. Let's take a moment in the race stoppage to have a look at some of the incidents that happened earlier in the race. This is the first lap contact between Purple and Yellow, and it seems that Yellow kind of just lost it on its own. How peculiar. Now we look towards how Green came off onto the track on that first lap and just sent it too deep into the gravel, and once you're in there you're not going to be able to get back out. But there was no contact, so it is Green's fault. Now looking towards the contact between Blue and Pink. Blue kind of hits Pink, and then Pink comes back and hits Blue, and Blue's the one that pays the price for it, losing 2 positions there. But probably his own fault. And here's where Yellow comes in and hits Red, and you can see right there, that car is going nowhere with that tyre just wrecked like that and the suspension completely gone. Well, we're all set up for the second restart of this race, hopefully the last. Black still starts in pole position, but Cyan is down the order in 4th. Orange and Pink have both made up positions, and Purple did start the race in last, so it's a very impressive effort from him to get back up to 5th as we start again, and it's a good getaway from Black, but Orange is contesting here. It's going to be close towards corner 1 as Red overtakes Purple and Cyan makes a move on Pink, but it's side by side for Black and Orange as they go through the first corners, and Black seems to have inched ahead, but no, Orange gets a better drive at that last corner and will take the lead from Black. This is the first time that Black hasn't been leading this race as there's contact further back, and it seems as though Pink has been hit by both Red and Purple, and Pink and Purple there are going slowly. Orange has no problems there, and Black, what is Black doing? Black is losing it, and Cyan's also lost it. Cyan's crashed, and Black has spun. Red's going to pick up 2 free positions here, and if Cyan can't get out of the wall, which it looks like he's pretty stuck, this might have to be another red flag if he's obstructing the track. Black will be able to get going again because he just spun, but Cyan has crashed, and yeah, that's going to be a red flag because his wheels are hanging off. That's devastating for his championship hopes because Orange and Red are now 1st and 2nd. They're going to be getting a bucket load of points. So we're ready to go again with only 5 cars this time for the 3rd start of this race. We're lap 3, so we only have 5 laps to go. Orange now leads us off with Red, his title contender, right up behind him as we're underway for our 2nd red flag restart. Looks like Orange has gotten a good start and Black is slowing. Pink makes the overtake, but Black is going to hang it around the outside through corner 1. Will he be able to keep his position? And yes, he takes that position back from Pink. That's rightfully his, and he stays in the podium positions. We head towards the hairpin curve. A couple of drivers have struggled pretty hard here before, Orange seems to have a really bad launch as red is getting right up the back, and he won't be able to make a move there, it seems. Orange has blocked it off, but it's troubling for Orange's pace if he can't get around that corner. Oh, Black's off and out of the race. Black is in the fence, similar to how Orange went off, and another driver falls foul to 130R, corner that's claimed 2 drivers so far in this race. Thankfully, it looks like Black is off the racetrack, so it shouldn't be a red flag this time round. But another driver bites the dust, and that's only 4 remaining now after 4 laps. We're losing drivers faster than we're completing laps. Let's have another look at this, shall we? Riding on board with Black, we're approaching the corner and he hits the brakes and he just kind of loses it. Spins a bit, turns the wheel, and then he's onto the grass, and from there you can't save it. And once he hits the barrier, he almost sticks to it. A great shame for the driver who started on pole. We're halfway through the race now, lap 4 of 8 we're beginning, so it's been quite an eventful first half of the race. It's all red spun. The spins continue in this race as it must be very low grip out there. All of the drivers are struggling just to keep it pointing in the right direction, and he doesn't lose any positions for it. Red passes underneath the bridge of the crossover in the track, getting close to that hairpin corner where he's been trying to get past Orange for quite a couple of laps now, and you can see he's just closing in. He takes a bit of a different line, a bit of a kink to the right there, and Orange is just struggling on the exits. We hop on board and there's contact again, and this time Red will be able to sneak past, and Red takes the lead of the race on lap 6 here. Oh, and Orange is spinning, and it's gone from bad to worse here in Suzuka for Orange as he goes all the way to the back, and Red is skidding through, and oh, is he going to spin? He is going to spin, so that means that Pink will come through and be just gifted the lead after both of the drivers ahead have a spin, as there's very nearly more contact there with Red, and oh, Purple has hit Red in the back, and they're both sent spinning off. How dramatic. Purple should have been watching where he was going there, but also equally Red shouldn't have been going slowly on the racing line, and Pink is just going to drive away with the lead of this race as Orange hits Purple and spins around to make things worse and takes both positions as both Purple and Red attempt to get going, and it seems as though Purple's going pretty slowly and Red able to drive away without any visible troubles, only cosmetic damage to him, but now Pink leads by an absolute country mile. The last lap has started here as we go past the slow Purple. That is Purple out of the race, unfortunately. Still strong points in 4th. That'll help their case at the bottom of the table. But Orange and Red are hunting down Pink as fast as they can through this last lap. All Pink needs to do is keep it clean and keep it on track, and Pink spun! As I was saying that, Pink has gone around, commentator's curse. How unfortunate. Orange is now right on the back of Pink. Pink still manages to keep the lead at this stage, but another mistake will cost them the win, with the added pressure of Orange and Red breathing down the neck of Pink here and adding a whole lot more pressure, making that mistake ever more likely now. And we're coming down into the hairpin here. Whoever does this corner the best will probably win the race, as Red has a stinker. Red goes really deep, and Orange has an amazing exit on Pink, and Orange is right behind Pink trying to get that position. Desperate measures, going for a gap, and there's contact, and Pink's going to get spun around, and Orange will take the lead of the race in the most controversial manner, and Pink gets sent right to the back of the field. How dramatic. Orange leads the race with only spoon curve 130R in the last chicane to go. Orange, if he can keep it clean, will probably win this race. Orange will come over the line as the first driver here in Suzuka. Orange wins the Suzuka race here. Red comes in home for 2nd, and Pink will have to settle for 3rd. Unfortunate for Pink. Could have won the race, but Orange beat him there. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. That was quite the crack for a race as we look at the overall standings now. Red will extend that lead over Cyan, but Orange is now the new championship protagonist. He's gained 25 points and is now on 100 total, overtaking Cyan in the championship, who only gets 8 points and is 16 behind Orange. He'll have to do better next race to catch up to the leading couple and be back into the fight for the championship. Black gets up to 4th. He makes 2 positions in that very close midfield despite only becoming 5th. Blue stays where he is on 62 points. Lime loses 2 spots. Pink gains 2 spots, and he's just 1 ahead of Green, who is tied with Yellow there with 57 points apiece, tied for 8th. And Purple is still last at the back with 50 points, but at least Purple is in range with that 4th position. That really helps his cause in the championship. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's race. Make sure you check out the rest of the races and also subscribe so you'll be notified when the next one comes out. But until then, goodbye.